So as we have heard, like babies, children are born with their own journey in their life. So with their own law of karmas, which they will follow. So how does the mother's emotional, physical state influence the baby in the womb?
It's a very deep question actually, because not many people understand that every cell in the human body is knowledgeable. Now, knowledge is something which is acquired. Yeah. So, when a mother has conceived a child, the cells of the mother keep acquiring knowledge through the experiences that the mother is undergoing. Now, the experiences could be a food experience, eating certain types of foods. Okay. Experience could be environmental experience. You are in an environment of, let's say, violence. So, in a war-torn country where a mother has conceived and she is living in that atmosphere of fear, her cellular structure is responding to that environment. Okay, and the cellular structure is acquiring the knowledge of fear which the mother is experiencing. Yeah, and I'll come to that, how the cellular structure acquires the emotions. Okay. So whenever physical or emotional or intellectual conditions are affecting a human organism, every cell in the human body is getting affected. The baby in the womb of the mother is part of the cellular structure of the mother because the baby is not yet born. So, for that moment, the 9-month period, the baby is the mother. Okay, the baby is the mother because it is inside the mother. The cellular structure of the baby is inside the mother, inside the cellular structure of the whole organism called the mother.
Yes.
Right? Now, listen to this very carefully. Stand in front of a mirror and think of something which made you extremely angry. Maybe somebody insulted you and you felt that that person was being unnecessarily aggressive or unnecessarily unfair. And it made you extremely angry when you think of that person. So bring some angry thought in your mind and look at your own eyes in the mirror. Anger reflects in the eyes. Switch. After you have experienced that look of anger in your eyes in the mirror, switch your emotion to something that gave you extreme joy. Maybe the birth of your first child. And the look of softness in your eyes. Observe the same softness in your eyes as you look in the mirror. Okay? It is just a mental process. You are thinking of something that made you angry. You are now thinking of something that made you extremely happy. Now think of something that made you extremely jealous. तेरे पास है मेरे पास क्यों नहीं? Look at your eyes. Do your eyes reflect the emotions you are feeling? Yes, no?
Yes, they will, definitely.
Mostly.
Yes.
What are eyes? Eyes are cells of the same body. You can see the emotions in the eyes. You can't see the emotion in the skin. But the skins are also the cells of the same body. What you see in the eyes is also being experienced by the skin cells, also experienced by the heart cells, also experienced by the liver cells, also experienced by the cells of the baby in the womb of the mother. You get it? So whatever the mother is experiencing, either physically or intellectually or emotionally or spiritually, gets translated to the cellular structure of the mother and thereby transmitted to the cellular structure of the baby that is getting formed inside the mother. Which in Sanskrit, Hindi, Marathi we say Garbha Sanskar.
Yeah.
So when a mother gets, a lady gets pregnant, elder people in olden ages used to take extra care.
Yes.
Of what the woman is subjected to in terms of food. And we had this tamasic food,
yes,
rajasic food, and all that.
Yes.
Sattvic food. So what kind of food should be given to a mother who is expecting mother? What kind of environment should be around that mother? Don't create conditions of stress of the physical and mental kind. Try to create some spiritual atmosphere, religious atmosphere, holy atmosphere, chants, rhythms,
positive affirmations.
Exactly. So all these things were created around that expectant mother so that ultimately the vibrations would get transmitted to the cellular structure getting formed in the womb of the mother, which would be delivered into the world as a baby.
So irrespective of what is going to be the journey of the child according to his karmas as is.
Now, that takes us to another dimension. Why did a particular child get into the womb of a particular mother?
Okay.
Now, that is karmic. So, suppose a child is getting born in an extreme poverty-stricken family, living in very meager means. Let's say a hutman dweller, shanty dweller, with no facilities around. So why did this particular baby come into the womb of this mother who is suffering physical hardships, mental torture, emotional imbalances? That is karmic. So yes, there is a karma operating. Now this mother who is living in a probably illiterate environment doesn't even know of anything called Garbha Sanskar.
Yes.
She's struggling to make two ends meet on a day-to-day basis. Yes, she's happy that she's pregnant, she's about to deliver a baby. But that's it. Beyond that, she doesn't know cellular structure, she doesn't know conscious mind, she doesn't know subconscious mind, she doesn't know every cell is knowledgeable and there are hormonal imbalances, nothing. She knows nothing. But why did that child come into this womb is because of the karma of that child.
So like even whatever the mother's going through or whatever she's reading, good books or whatever she's doing, but still the child is born a perfect baby.
That is the law of the universe, that you are delivered in a perfect form. Your head is in the right place, the brain is inside the head. There are 2 eyes, not multiple eyes like a spider. You have 2 ears, you have 10 fingers. All that perfection is the law of the universe. Okay. The imperfection in a birth is the karma of that soul. Somebody is born with 6 fingers. Somebody is born lame. Somebody is born blind. These are imperfections from the normal point of view. But from the universal creation point of view, that also is a perfect birth because it corresponds to the karma of the child. He deserved that kind of birth. Sounds very harsh.
Harsh, very, very harsh.
Yeah, but it follows the pattern of cause and effect.
Okay.
Can I do something to prevent that happening in a baby? For that, I need to know that the baby that is getting formed in my womb is imperfect, which no mother knows.
No.
Till the baby is born. Right?
Yes.
And that birth is guided by the universal design, which is based on the law of cause and effect, which we call karma.
So it is good to read good books, the positive affirmation.
Yes. In that imperfection, if it is happening inside the womb, it will tone down the effect because the baby that is now born will have a subconscious mind, which is the cellular mind, with some education even before delivery in the form of vibrations that the sounds create when you are chanting some mantras or hymns or prayers.
So there's this other thing also during the eclipse time and all, where the pregnant woman is asked to lie down straight, not to do anything, draw the curtains and sleep. So all these myths and beliefs should be followed.
See, you called it myths and beliefs. Let's talk about it as science. Okay. So what is eclipse? Alignment of 3 celestial bodies. So if you say there is a solar eclipse, then the moon comes in between the sun and the earth.
Yes.
So you have a solar eclipse. If you say lunar eclipse, then something else comes between the moon and the earth. And then you have a lunar eclipse. Now when you talk of celestial bodies, you're talking of vibrations because they are all constantly moving. Yeah. In the normal course, you don't get eclipses. You get eclipses on and off.
At times, yes.
So, whenever the eclipse is happening, the full impact of the vibration of one celestial body is not coming to the earth because it is eclipsed.
Okay.
Right? So the vibrations have altered because of the eclipse. Altered vibrations will have altered effect on the body of every human being. Correct? Now you have two human beings. One, the mother, expectant mother, and one, the child developing in the womb. Taking altered vibrations which are not normal in our context of normal existence. And since the medical science has not correlated the altered vibration and the impact on the formation of the baby in the womb, not to take chances, people were advised caution. If people were refusing to understand science, or if they didn't have the capability of understanding science, and yet they were to be forced to take precautions, then you cover it with some religious context. अब ग्रहण है, एक्लिप्स है, अब बुरी एनर्जी आपके बच्चे पे पाप की छाया आ जाएगी, तो आप बाहर मत जाओ, आप ग्रहण मत देखो, आप घर में लेटे रहो. So these were fears created to prevent exposure to an altered vibration, not knowing the impact of these altered vibrations on the formation of the baby.
So what is expected of a expecting mother?
How careful would you be with a newborn baby in your arms?
Very careful.
Yeah. Absolutely. Would you be climbing railway bridges? Will you be running across to catch a train to go to your place of work? So while you're carrying a newborn baby in your hand, you will take 6 months maternity leave, 3 months maternity leave, whatever is permitted by your employer. The baby is in your womb. It's the same baby which you carry in your hands. You need to be similarly cautious in all your actions, because you're not seeing the baby, it's in the womb. Here you're seeing the baby in your arms, and therefore you are so very careful in dealing with that child. The same degree of precaution, care is necessary thinking of the baby in the womb. Many mothers are not very careful when the baby is in the womb. Dikhta nahi hai. They will bend down, they will stretch, they will do things in jerks without realizing what damage. Would you be jerking the baby in your arm?
No, not at all.
But you are jerking the baby in the womb. So you are not taking the precautions. So I think it's a matter of educating, not in the sense of going to school or universities, but it means that community leaders should come forward and understand the subject of the cells of the human body. And if you don't know where to go, always go to Pratibimb Charitable Trust. Life and Breath is a course which deals with all these nuances which no formal education will give you.